Hi Rachel, this is Tony looking at your portrait shots here for ISO and white balancing. And looking at this first shot, what a beautiful shot. This is fantastic. This looks like something from the stock photo library of when you have in this category, this would be sort of the lifestyle category, and in a stock photo library. Beautiful shot, very nice, open, flat lighting, just perfect for this kind of thing. And so the fact that you posed them on the ground like that, and had their heads put together like that, what a nice way to approach this portrait here. So I'm looking at the information over here, and I can see that, let's see here, Nikon D5000, nice camera, very nice camera. Okay, 200th of a second, that's perfect, f10. ISO 400, yes, exactly. So when you're outside in a situation like this, to be able to give yourself enough of a depth of field like that, f10, and have a fast enough shutter speed to stop any little action, that worked out just perfect. So based on this shot right here, it really tells me a lot that you really seem to know what you're doing with your shots here. And what a sweet shot this is. And I love the fact that you put it in black and white. Black and white, it just has a certain timeless drama to it that I really love. And as I'm sure you're aware of, you've got this, you're shooting back into the sun. And to me, that kind of adds a certain journalistic quality to it. I don't know if you were using some sort of bounce card or something like that, but it's wonderful how evenly lit their faces are. And and her just sitting on the top up there, and you have this little lens flare and everything here. So it's kind of classic photojournalism looking kind of thing. Let's see what this is. Okay, I didn't know that was a slideshow thing. Okay, but beautiful. So let's take a look at the numbers over here. Okay, so you're using the slightly wide, or the wide angle part on the maybe the kit lens. I'm not sure. ISO of 200, perfect. F8, that's perfect. Exposure 160th of a second. Yeah, when you have F8, it's enough to keep depth of field of them all super sharp and soft enough for the background back there. So that's really nice. That's nice that these elements aren't sharp in the picture, so it doesn't detract from the sharpness of their faces. But great exposure. You certainly look like you know what you're doing with these portraits, and a great knack for portraits. Okay, let's see. Pretty much the same thing here too. Let's see. Pretty much the same thing here. Okay, ISO of 200. Focal length of the lens. Okay, yeah, so maybe you're using the 18 to 50 or 55 or whatever on the Nikon. And and you're doing a really good job with that. The color in this is beautiful. Once again, really nicely flatly lit. You really the saturation, everything really nice. Kind of nice in terms of being able to contrast. A shot like this with the black and white one from the previous one. But the fact that you're in nice and tight, and you're using f6.3 here, and that combination of being in close will also give you that nice sort of shallow depth of field, but enough of a depth of field that her eyes and the rest of her face are all in nice sharp focus here. And I love the fact that you're kind of changing up your points of view. Like in this one, you're in the classic portrait mode right here, where you're at eye level or maybe just a little bit below. And then this one, you're kind of up a little bit but looking down, but it's still a really sweet portrait. Now, when you shoot little kids sometimes, it kind of makes little kids look like little kids, but in this case right here, it's just more of a shot about her and the environment. But wow, really showing off the blues of her eyes. Um, and another nice thing, it looks like I love how you cropped it right here, or across the top here. Usually, your eye goes to the brightest part of the picture, which would maybe be right up in here. But her eyes are so nice and sharp and blue that automatically, and they're also in terms of if you're using that compositional element of the rule of thirds, her eyes are right in that rule of thirds dramatic composition area. Um, and the fact that you have this nice shallow depth of field really sets her off. So that's a beautiful, beautiful shot. And the same thing with this too, and I noticed in your opening thing where you said something about these were all from a graduation party. So just a nice variety of shots that you're doing here. So same thing here with she's nice and sharp, and your eye goes right to that. And also, once again, you put her right in sort of that rule of thirds area right there. And it looks like maybe you've burned this little area down over here. You could probably burn this down if you were doing any kind of burning, but it's certainly bright enough, and the lighting is really nicely even, that this is really, really a beautiful, great shot. Love the fact that you're changing it up from black and white to color too. And also in this one too, nicely composed. And a really engaging subject, and love the fact that she's showing off the braces. That's great. So really, really beautiful shot. Let's see. Okay. That takes care of your shots. And so, over here, as I've been looking at the information for the photos, everything is looking really good. And based on using the equipment that you have, the Nikon D5000, I have a Nikon D5200, and so I'm very well aware of the type of camera that you're shooting. And since you're shooting with the kit lens, you've been getting some fantastic shots with it, and so keep up the good work. And thanks very much.